Hello everyone and welcome back to plot number 13. Where's the sun gone? So here in Shropshire the last couple of days we've been absolutely blessed with wall-to-wall sunshine, but I won't be fooled into the false spring because it's really cold today. I've only popped down the plot today for a quick mooch and to check everything over. I do have some cabbages which I bought with me there. So they are Caraflex F1. They're quite an early cabbage, so they should be okay now, even if it does get a bit colder. I will pop the net over them, so they should be fine. I do have some spares at home, so if they do succumb to any harsh frost, then at least I've got backup, so it's all good. Anyway, let me show you my empty plot. There we go. So we've got a few onions in. I say empty, there is a few bits in, isn't there? So this side, this bed is going to be the onion bed. So I've got one row of onions there and loads of garlic, and the garlic is looking absolutely fantastic. This was from the garlic farm, and I've read really good reviews, so I'm really super excited to be harvesting this year. That's if we don't get the dreaded onion fly again. So hence why I've netted my onions this year. I've never had to net onions before in my life, so I was really annoyed last year, but onwards and upwards. So this empty bed so far is going to be beans and peas. I've sown some beans at home, so they'll be brought down there, broad beans. I put a few in up there, which I'll show you now. And then I've got some self-seeded cornflowers in the corner, which I'm reluctant to dig out. I think they're absolutely gorgeous, so I'll leave them in there. I do have some peas as well at home, so I'll show you those. Once it gets warmer, the runner beans and the French beans will be in this section as well. And don't forget those caveman beans I've got, so they need to go in here as well somewhere. It's going to be a lot of beans. And this bed here is going to be for potatoes, although I've got 2 cabbages in there at the moment. They should be okay. I should be harvesting those by the time the potatoes get affected anyway. So yeah, this is my potato bed. And then this last bed is going to be like brassicas and bits and bobs and stuff like that. I'm going to harvest a few of these lettuce leaves today and some of the herbs in here that have been overwintering. Might as well pick a few more today. Right, so I might as well crack on and pop these cabbages in as well, hadn't I? Alrighty, these cabbages need 35 to 45 centimetres between them. I'm going to go for 30 centimetres. And I think it's roughly the same from the row there, so I need to put them about here, roughly, give or take. There we go. So I normally just stick a tape in, wind it out, and then just bob them in. There's only 6, I think, so it's not even a full row. We're going to start one here, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 80. There we go. So it's going to be about that long. That's all right. Probably could space them a bit more, but I've got a lot to fit in. You can see how healthy these are. Been growing at home, looked after, pampered, no slug damage. You watch next week when I show you, give you an update. They've been munched to death. Lovely roots on there, look. Definitely ready to go in the ground. There we go. Oh, snapped a leaf off. Might as well take the bottom 2 off. There we go. Right, I'm going to finish up these and then I'll show you at the end. I'll pop a little net on these as well just to keep the birdies off. And that's it, let them grow on. Lovely. Every time I do come down, I always try and give it a good hoe over, just to keep knocking the weeds back. It's really important this time of year because this is when it all starts to take hold. So if you do it, it doesn't take long. and it's so much easier than battling massive mountains of weeds. Oops, I've just hoed off my cabbage. Oh God. My experimental cabbage row, just to see if the birds ate it, and yes they do. Definitely need to net down here. Ho, 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 your plot. Getting rid of weeds. Merrily, 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 merrily. Oh, my little rhubarb's looking good. Not sure what that is, if that's some kind of grass or a flower, so I'm going to leave that and see what happens to it. And there's the other one over there, so they're coming through lovely now. The pond's looking a bit green. I'm wondering whether to put the pump in now or not, or leave it. The thing is, I don't want to damage the pump, do I? If it freezes, it's going to damage all like the insides of the pump and that, so I'll maybe leave it a little bit longer and then I'll put it in. I've just thought of a job that I want to do as well now. So I've got 3 bays from a compost bin, and 2 of them are kind of half full of half rotted stuff. So I'm going to move them all over to the same one, and then the empty one I'll fill, and then the half full one I'll let rot down until it makes wonderful, gorgeous compost. But that's where I want to put my strawberry troughs over the top. So I'm going to set that up now and get that done. Get ahead of the game. So you're probably not going to want to watch me do this, so I'll cue the fast forward. I hope there's no rats in there. I like rats, but not ones that jump out on you. There we go. So I've emptied the one bed, so that's going to be the one I'm going to fill, and this one's going to be put to sleep for the season. Because that's got to rot down. The reason I had 2 on the go is because I had so much green foliage that I had to fill 2 because I had nowhere to put it. So I pooped. You would have thought I'd go to the gym, would you? Oh dear. Right, I'll finish this off now and show you what it looks like at the end. Right, so that's all done. I put the fronts back on. The middle one, I'll just show you what's in the middle one now. This is like the stuff that's pretty much done. I've spread it on the plot last year, but it's absolutely full of weeds. So I'm a little bit reluctant to use it at the moment. If you've got any suggestions of where I can use it, but I don't really want to put it on the beds because of the weeds. Let me show you. There we go. So this is the stuff that's kind of done. Oh look, there's a hole, look. A rat hole or a mouse hole or something. Little caterpillar there. Yeah, so I can see loads of marigold seeds already. So there's probably loads of hidden seeds all within it as well. I've been chucking grass cuttings from around the edge of the plot and from like the rest of the site. So there's probably weed seeds in that and all sorts. So I don't know. I've not been able to get the temperature up in here either. So I think because it's not been hot enough, it's not killed off any of the weeds. Not very good at getting hot compost. I think I put too much brown in for starters from what I've been reading, and as I was turning that lot over there it was very dry, so I'm going to leave this one uncovered, let the rain get through, let it all mulch down and see if that helps. Right, let's get me trough out and put it on the top. Okay, so these are me troughs. I've grown strawberries in these before. I had a planter at my old plot where I grew strawberries in. It was really successful and I didn't get any slug damage or bird damage because I could net them quite easily, and the runners were controllable as well. They didn't kind of creep around the plot. So that's what I'm going to do this year. I'm going to fill this up with a bit of Jack's Magic and grow me strawberries. Marvellous, perfect fit. Look at that. Brilliant. Ugh, spider. Ugh. This is cola plant. I thought I killed it by cutting it back quite hard, but actually it's just starting to sprout on there. So I'm happy about that. I haven't killed it. This plant is Salvia Hot. So it's got like pink and white flowers on it. It's gorgeous. Can anybody tell me, do I cut it back now or spring or when? If you can let me know in the comments, that'd be lovely. It smells good still. Even the bare twigs. Another little job I want to do, but it won't be today, is sort out some of these edges, give them a bit of a trim up and a tidy up, because they're getting very long. But it's just too wet at the moment for the mower. It'll just clog it up. My mower's only a little, like a household mower, so yeah, it's going to have to be done on a dry day, I think. I tell you what though, this year I'm not going to be obsessed with it and having perfectly straight lines, because the moles are already here. They're already moling. So yeah, I'm not wasting my time. I'm just going to keep them tidy and keep them compliant so I don't get moaned at. So look, they're here already. There you go. My lovely straight edges. Ruined. Ruined by moles. Good excuse not to keep them neat and tidy though. Right, let's get this harvested now. I think I'm going to take a few of these Pak Choys today as well. They look done to me. Snip them off. Yeah, they look all right. Take these gooey leaves off. That looks all right. That's fine. I don't think they'll properly heart up, will they, in this weather? But they're all right for leaves. Do me a stir fry. I think this is the parsley. Yep, it's parsley. Sometimes it's hard to tell, isn't it, from the coriander. Take a bit of parsley. Lovely. And we'll take a bit of this coriander as well. I love coriander. It's beautiful. Right, put the net back on, make sure that's sorted, and pop off home. Right, so I'm back home now. I'll give you a quick tour of what I've got going. Not a lot's changed, to be fair, but I do want to show you the carrot germination now. Yay, we've got lift off on both of the sets of carrots, as you can just about see there. So I'm really happy with that. It's a little bit warmer in here. I've got another couple of buckets growing there of carrots as well. I've got some more carrots outside. These are the cosmic purple ones out here. So we'll see if they germinate. And I've also got another couple over here. Well, this one's carrots, Nance early, and this one's some leeks. Here's the strawberries that I'm going to be taking down the plot. These are all runners. These have been runners from the main plant, which have been growing in here. So I might sort them out as well, maybe take them down. We'll see. All the flowers are growing really well, so they've had a first couple of nights outside. I'll bring them in if we get any frost, but they're okay at the moment. In this one, I've got the chitted parsnips. So each time a little chit appears, I put them in here and I mark them out with a little bit of the perlite, so I know that there's parsnips underneath there. I've just got this side to do now. There's a chitty bang bang. Got a little bit of movement from the peas. That's looking good. And then the calendula over there shooting up, and no sign of the nasturtium yet. These are the geraniums, which I have overwintered as dried bare root. So these only went in a couple of days ago, but I will expect to see shoots growing off these in the next couple of days or so. So these overwintered chilies, these three have not done anything, so I'm just going to leave them a bit longer and see what happens. I took two like this outside of here and put them indoors and still nothing happened, so I think they're dead. And I've got one in the house with leaves on, and I've got one in here with leaves on as well. So I've got definitely two that have started to grow. That's promising. That's about it this week, guys. Not a lot going on. A few bits growing indoors and stuff like that, which I'll show you next week, because not a lot's changed. I'm going to go and wet my lettuce now and have a cup of tea. Not wet my lettuce. I'm going to go and wash my lettuce now. Anyway, bye bye everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.